Right then, it's time to do some putting now with the Hickory putter, and there's really, it's very similar to the modern way of putting obviously. There's three things to have in your head that you've got to work on, and your first thing obviously is you want the golf ball to roll well on the green. That's obviously really important, so you get the ball rolling good towards the target. That's the first thing. Your second thing obviously is the line of the putt, where you want to hit the putt to get the ball to hopefully go into the hole. And your third and your absolutely most important thing is speed. It's the speed of the golf ball which is going to make you hole putts or miss putts. So a few tips to help you here as regards first and foremost how we want the ball to roll. And the Hickory putters have obviously got a smaller sweet spot than putters, and that is actually an advantage to you. You'll actually strike the ball a little bit worse than what you do with the modern clubs, especially lower down on the club head, the club face. And that's actually quite a good thing, because it means your distance control is quite easy to control. You can be quite aggressive with a Hickory putt, and it doesn't actually roll away quite as far if you hit towards the bottom of the club face. So what I try to do when I'm going to try to get the ball to roll pretty good is I still place the golf ball, same as my modern putter, quite a long way forward in my stance, and that is to say that my eye line, which is over the ball line or the target line, my eyes are actually just on the back of the golf ball and then behind the golf ball. I don't want to get the ball a long way back in my stance or in the middle of my stance. I like to play the ball quite a bit forward. And because of the fact you've not got such a good strike on the Hickory face, you'll find that you'll hit quite a thinny kind of sort of strike on the golf ball, but it still rolls good, and it doesn't actually, get away from you too much. You'll find as well, check the loft on your Hickory putter. Make sure it's not got over 5 degrees loft. If it's got that, you're going to end up basically chipping the ball up into the air on the green. We don't want that, obviously. So check the loft of it. You might want to check the weight as well. A lot of Hickory putters are quite light. You might want to pop a little bit of weight on the back of the putter if you feel if that's needed. But to get a good roll, basically just play the ball just inside your left foot, and from there you should get a good roll every time you putt your Hickory putt. The next thing obviously is the line of the putt, and I've always think when I'm putting, I don't like to think of a point in front of the ball here. I like to think of a point just past the hole. This putt is breaking slightly from right to left, so the point I'm thinking about is a straight line towards that point there. So when I'm going to putt the ball, I make sure that I'm aiming towards that point, which is just to the right of the hole there, and I concentrate on that, swing through, and hopefully the putt will break back towards the hole. It did there, I just gave it a little bit too much break there. The last thing obviously is the speed, and speed is really, it's so much to do with the feel. And we've all got feel, and when I stand to a putt like this, I always go back behind the ball. This is part of my pre-shot putting routine, and I make my practice swings here, in relationship to that little target which is past the hole there. It gives me a slightly bigger swing from here because I'm reacting to the distance of the putt. So when I actually go into the putt I'm going to hit here, I make a similar sort of swing back and forwards. I find that it's not often that I actually leave the ball short of the hole. I usually get the ball past the hole, and that's just because of the fact I go behind the ball in the extended putting line, make a swing here to the target back of the hole there, and it gives me a big swing. So when I go into the ball and the swing is made, I'm almost never short of the target. I'm always to the hole. So that's a wee tips just to get your speed of your putt good. Trust your feel, just standing on the green, looking at a point, you're getting a feel just by looking, and then you just make a reaction basically to that point on the green, the hole, or whatever it is you're going to putt. So those three things are the important things. How I hold the club's pretty important as well. I like to get my putter really very much in the fingers. I don't like to get the putter up in the hand, on the left or the right hand. I like to get the putter a lot in the fingers, and it's really important to have a light kind of hold of the club, because what I want to feel is I want to feel the weight of the head. I don't focus at all on how my body moves. I just focus on how my hands and arms move, especially my hands. So when I putt with Hickory, I let my hands move a little bit, both back and forward. So I've got quite a bit of movement with my hands. I don't like to putt in a sort of a static, stiff, mechanical kind of position. So don't be scared to let your hands move when we putt the Hickory balls. And as you see, I pretty much hold every one there. So it can't be that difficult now, can it? So enjoy your putting, focus on these three things, get the ball rolling good. Make sure you've got a good system to get the line of the putt, and then practice a lot till you get the speed of the putt right. They're the three things that will make you really good at putting. And I'm a really good putter, but you know why? It's because I practice an awful lot. Good luck with that one.